by myself, yeah.
Did you take your own medicine for that? I wasn't talking to you. Check your X Factor out. Joe White. Black and white, you got David. Both got red cards, that's fine. Fun. Wasn't in a hurry. We're gonna be here for a while. I gotta beat you though. Sorry, dude. Both get us here defense, do some work. We'll both get us here defense, do some work. Oh! That, yeah, up from our TV. Ooh. You're having bad luck. Oh no, not yet. I was going to, I forgot. I like doing the color rush. I do black. That's just the regular white and yellow. White shirt and yellow pants. I can see it. Black and yellow. Black shirt, yellow pants. Black and black. No. Yeah. White and yellow again. Yeah. It's a white shirt and yellow pants. So nothing? Your safety's doing better. Oh.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Yeah.
On first down, it's White. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for... He's got it at the 15. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down. White, he finds Yeldon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Check 55 to mine. Check right. Now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco and a pickup of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. How about that? Their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Down. 70, Indy.
Now White with a first down throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
60 outlaw.
Looking to throw again on second down. White got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now White. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Here's White off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try to run for this. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football outside the 30 to the 29. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
I know one of the things for that to get like 200 or 150 yards rushing because I intimidated him. I told him that I'm better than him. Wide open. This way.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. 49ers.
How you
Vernon Davis. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 6.
Unless you lose to
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
You wish you didn't have to start with what? Yeah, me too. Like starting with the ball too. I was happy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like what my defense
Well, the great coach has said football's a
First
really
game,
simple game.
terrible, but
Rush there, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Oh, no, damn. Okay, broke away from that. Good shit, dude.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but
like
now it's 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what
like
they did to get
running
them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. White, this is the tight end Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Ready? Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I lost to that one, but I was just making bad decisions.
Offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. And right now...
And now look at this.
Oh, we fumbled.
What? But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief.
I moved so much quicker.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline.
Why
retain possession, no turnover.
Yeah.
I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That throw good for 4.
That was so
it's
dumb
2nd down.
I was like, wait, why did you just shoot that
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it.
They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
The guys are finally
and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Frank, that was by Davis, dude. He already has over 115 yards.
Off the
with only 3 catches,
Williams.
Yeah. I think that's
All the way
that
down
ran for that
inside the
80-yard
5 of the
run.
4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yep.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Got it,
And across the goal line end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
So it's going to be a big giant
his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw.
What?
It's complete to Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7.
So that's a Patty Small or Pat?
Down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Okay.
Now White. And incomplete.
I don't care.
Almost intercepted.
Do what you do, buddy. Do what you want to do.
Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Not right now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I will.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I hate when the buttons aren't working.
Bravo. Lock it.
2nd and 11.
Oh.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Dude, what the heck?
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it,
I was going to say you could have caught that.
That's why he's able to bat it away.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
It's Cox.
Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
At least I'm up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off.
You know, if you do aggressive blocking, it would help too.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
What?
Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Defense is blitzing so much.
The throw complete here to Williams, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
This is a good play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. White.
Oh, dang.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Oh.
And in. The first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that
Maybe
up
just
and
you're the player.
feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
61, match box, right. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 7, White, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Yeah, I know, I see that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A first down carry now for Yeldon. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Gone all the way.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5 now. White, he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Or tight end or whatever it is. Pretty tall.
On first down, Carson. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's White. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's my play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It throws people off.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw.
Interception.
Not able to bring it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone, the safeties have less ground to cover. You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Why didn't they just take the 3 and get the ball at half?
On first down, it's White. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drive all the way down the field.
White looks to throw.
Take a freaking field.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. White, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
If anything, you got to play going for that time.
On 1st and 10, White. The open man here, Renfrow. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
It's time to run.
Ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now first. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Over there, right?
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. From the 27, White. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 4 yards the pickup, first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White, that one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
70, Indy.
White now from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
We'll really have to try hard.
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter. Everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the 2nd half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success
of this
broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, my God.
He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now White, he's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, White. And that's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They run again with Carson. And oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
It's not done for me.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Yeah.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Ooh, yep, sack.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's able to find Inman. Touchdown, 49ers. Dontrell Inman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. The Steelers get it. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
My team can't be any worse.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check 26, check 28. Orbit.
Now White with a 1st down throw.
I have like 3 seconds.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running the jet sweep. Landry.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd down. It's Carson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Come on, step up.
From the shotgun, here's White, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, White. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That should be a 21-point game.
From the gun, White. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That'd be awesome.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. 25 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the 49ers get a score closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. White. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is third and 11. Now White. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
60 outlaw.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a... They'll run on first down. It's Carson.
Ooh, fumble.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Now. Dripping.
White looks to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds Yeldon. Oh, fighting off the defender. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
On
any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Oh, no.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, so just looking the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
You took off like 4 minutes of the time.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. Steelers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be third and a mile. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble.
They're going to get this. They're going to kick it.
Boswell's kick is good.
51-34.
And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Inman deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yeah, I didn't get further.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. White off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Luke Stocker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Even though I know usually I like it. I like that.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Yeah, it's hard to come back when you're down big like that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Another
and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
I'm skinny.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like Dak Prescott.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
I got a pressure.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect,
terrible.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Which I sent him down. And then got really and then we got the draft after, he didn't join. It was like
they'll keep it on the ground. Carson.
He played.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I didn't know you could do that.
To throw is White. Throwing on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it.
Oh, my God.
He lost the football. Second and 3. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
Oh, my God.
It's actually frustration, not a good play.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And an alley to run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and brought it to work to his offense's benefit.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They begin the drive with Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Wow. I did too, and I was like, oh, crap.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right.
Interception.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Don't block.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go one more. Shoot.
Or there's more of those.
Breaks through the contact.
Oh, my God. Bubble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Strong enough to make this fumble. Oh, my God.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Do they understand?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Because of the +1 stuff that you get. Let's see what your Cox have to say. You guys just doing your stuff. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends, so I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna fly. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag. Getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the what? I wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. Thank you.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch.
Yeah, buddy. Is that so?
I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of the money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch.
What's happening?
Since I blew, they all on my hey back then didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then he with the back then you out of zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Oh.
Hello, hello.
Here we go.
Yeah, just let me get in here. Let me get me a cuddles. Yes, gotta get the blanket on, yeah. Good go. Good job.
On the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Oh, what am I doing?
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, intercepted.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted.
This one and start to perform at the level he expects.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And they're well past. Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run. Devontae Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 24, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
25, 11, 6 guys, check 6 guys. Hey, Delta.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And he hits his target. Okay. This is Luke Stocker. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Thank you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Hey, dude.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Jones has it. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
7-7, our score after one.
Beautiful.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Exit.
On first down, Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. Short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again is Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Ryan on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Run it.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Get him, boy.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Brissett.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43.
Nice punt, team.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Falcons. He goes 57 yards on the punt return. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Mack. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Look at the dance and the juke. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete to Jones. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, South. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the draw play with Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Brissett to throw on first. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Yeah.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Yeah.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now, I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A big run there by Freeman. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Check safety. Check safety. Hey, check safety. Hey, switch gears. Pick the edge. Go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point. Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, Tuesday. General West. Back.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You want to lay there?
13-yard touchdown.
Maya, come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Maya.
That rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. This goes to Mack on the check down, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Brissett, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Freeman again.
And you must always address me as ma'am. Yeah, no.
Ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And some room to maneuver. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big run there by Freeman, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 17, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments. And
they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. They'll run here with Freeman. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
54, stop! Check.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Ryan. And that's intercepted. It's Darius Leonard, the 2018 Defensive Rookie of the Year. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. On this table? How many triple A are
I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch that, I gotta stun. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you bored, keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Hey dude, I'm gonna start the party chat up in the one thing.
You don't have to put on a brave face.
So just join that one. On and on is on both. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years. I have 32 runs on right now. Yeah. Yeah, 22. And 13 aren't choosing. No, they're not on. So I'm just gonna skip them. Come here. Come here. Maya. Yeah, I need That's what? Yeah, that work. She's too lazy. I'm gonna push her off.
What'd you name your dog?
Want me to move her?
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
What'd you say about my dog? Well, she was already named. It's Maya. Mia. Yeah. 9 months.
That's a new record.
I'll be coming, heartbeat on the streets. You can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man on me with dig deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods. Coming out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills.
She's like, you can do it.
Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Jeez, what are you watching? So Lions can't make it. This is at home. Even though it says he's on. Yeah. Yeah, looking out the window, watching this walk away.
Plus, why usually let your kids sleep over there? Yeah, we can't really do that because it's
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't
Oh, what the? I don't know. I got pick 30. Yeah, exactly. I'd be quiet. Ravens, you mean? I think I did by accident. Because it's like, look at the draft board or something, and I'm like, what? I pause it. I don't think the Ravens person's on. Actually is 8 o'clock to resume it and skip this pick. What pick did the Rams get? How can we tell that? What pick did the Rams get? Yeah. I don't know either. injury for it, I can't tell. One, two, three, 6, 7. Packers have to be ready because the Rams aren't on. I mean, yeah, the Ravens aren't on, not Rams.
Oh my gosh.
Steph's gonna marry him.
I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Patrick Mahomes, first round.
You were Joe like Chappelle show.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Broncos just. Everybody, all the quarterbacks are going. Oh shoot, is the Patriots on? I guess I should be paying attention here. Mark G, yeah, he is. I'll give him till 30 seconds. I think the Broncos are in this chat. I haven't said anything.
Yeah, they are.
Vikings.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Dang. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Jags on. No, he's not.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Jalen Ramsey. It was because it was a CPU. I skipped it. This verse is on anyway.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Got pick 30. What the heck? Oh, because it's probably the Japanese episode. Yeah. I have no idea. I thought it was. Is the Dolphins even here?
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Taking all your picks. Yeah, they're not on either. Raiders.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Coming up.
Wish I was. Yeah. Cowboys?
Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Go to ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew. So I never get pushed through. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locked.
But sometimes you can get a spinning one too, where his spinning's agility and stuff. 89. Yeah. The Raiders just left the group, so I'm gonna skip them, I guess.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Christian gone.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Okay, now we're going. Yeah, I don't know who picks.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Iron down, yeah. Chiefs up here. Cell's not on. So you're coming up right now.
The Jets are now on the clock.
That was a CPU.
I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in
you got 58 seconds, dude.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge.
Yeah, I was gonna go for Zeke, but I don't want to pass up a 90.
Boy, neither. I'm not gonna have any good players by the time it comes up to my pick. It's gonna suck.
Can you hear your fingernail clippers?
I really wanted Lamar.
Same. Oh, it's got that right here. I don't think this person's on.
The Bears are now on the clock.
And the Bears aren't on here.
The Saints are now on the clock.
All the receivers are going now. Saints on. That's why I'm messaging them right now. I'm gonna forget about this by the time we come back around and who's active and who's not. Yeah.
The Falcons are now
Falcons
on the
and
clock.
he took Mari. Falcons are good. Oh, here, I know that.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Yeah. I think Titans aren't here. Yeah,
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh?
Titans aren't here.
The
And then there's
Browns
the
are now on
Browns
the
guy
clock.
said he'll not wanna. He wants a CPU
The
to
Texans
do it
are
for
now
him.
on the clock.
So Texans, is he here?
The Buccaneers are now on
Yep.
the clock.
The Bucks here. Bucks aren't here.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep it
that's what I'm looking for right now.
you down the ride, never tired.
Yeah, he's not on.
You ain't never tried, work it out. Hit the gym, hit the
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
George Kittle. Oh, man.
man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that.
Yeah, Robbie's rap guy. He's good. He's on.
Vikings are next. Okay, yeah, that guy's in the party.
Yeah.
Redskins. Redskins are on. Chargers.
W's like Tupac used to throw up.
Oh, so you
Forget
get
it, might
it.
as well forfeit your team so you can show up.
Vikings is on or is on? Oh yeah, Vikings in there in the group. Yeah, that's okay.
The Redskins are now on the
Oh,
clock.
you took my Z. Redskins on? Oh yeah,
Chargers are now on the clock.
Cool math. Wow, how did you even not move? What about Chargers?
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.
I'll give it to 40 seconds.
They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Steelers. Yeah, because it goes 31 and then 32 and then 1.
Oh wow, that's
Not really.
dang Lions.
Yeah, so don't I. I'll go 30 and then 3.
I mean, yeah, they're the last game.
Okay. Yeah.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, it's me.
The Cowboys are now on the
Oh yeah,
clock.
it's me. I have no idea. Bobby Wagner, 98. Von Miller. Yeah, he's still up there. But I gotta get a halfback before everybody takes him. Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry again, which that's really
The
sick.
Lions are now on the clock.
Yeah.
Championships, all my records go hard. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym, jumping all over hurdles. I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take 'em, I can shake 'em. I invite 'em to the fire, then I bake 'em. I'ma break 'em. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work. I don't think
49 are out. That's what I think that's called.
The 49ers are now
DeMarcus
on the clock.
Lawrence. Dude.
The
So
49ers
basically, it's
are
gonna be
now
my
on the
pick.
clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Oh, Bobby Wagner.
The Rams are now on the
I gotta
clock.
have a middle linebacker. Rams on? Yeah. No, Rams aren't on.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Steelers are on the right. There's a lot of skipping. Yeah, and they're both things set up. I haven't set not now. I think Steelers are. Yeah.
The Chargers
I
are
didn't
now on the
set
clock.
anything up. No, hold on.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Oh, Barkley's gone. Barkley got taken. Yeah. Should have gotten a halfback first, dude. I would have had Zeke or hell, I think Belt's still up there. His spin move is crazy.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Oh, they took Zach Martin. Dalvin Cook? Yeah, he is.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Is it Seahawks? Okay, Seahawks. Yeah. I want a rookie quarterback, kind of. Yeah, I want a young quarterback. Maybe if they're low overall, but I want it to go into years. Who cares? Nobody wants this team. I ain't gonna pick my quarterback for a while.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
30 seconds, so I'm gonna start skipping that minute. He's already.
The Buccaneers are now on the
not
clock.
on here.
The Texans are now on the clock.
I think Texans weren't on either.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock.
I don't think the Titans are on either, really.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Falcons are on.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Yeah. I still don't think I want an offensive lineman. I think I want a receiver next. Probably not much. Falcons, Saints are on here either. Wonder why.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
Devin was annoying, was he? I don't know, I'll wait for that 30 seconds.
To watch for the Jakes on the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me.
Oh, he's a superstar. He was an X Factor. Same with the Zeke was too. What you could use your X Factor that you get. Oh, stuff on Diggs just left. Dang. Yeah, you got 12 seconds. Dude. 6 seconds.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
You got 6 seconds. Cell's not on.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Who'd you get? I forgot.
I got Le'Veon.
Yeah, you gotta get these guys fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Dang, they took
the Giants
Smith.
are now on the clock.
Took Rodell. Tyron Smith.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, Dolphins are on.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Get the Jags on here.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Mark G, I think he's on. My leg.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, I don't think the Ravens are on either. Yeah, and we skipped them. Yeah. Twice.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Wrong button. I did not mean to push that. Hold on, I'm trying to get there.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
30. Yeah.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
I have to skip through people.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
And then just go to the chat and do it that way. So I know who not to skip and who to skip.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
You said Eagles, right?
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 others, that's
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
You just said Dolphins.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Yeah. What pick are we on? 12?
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, 12.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Cooper, yeah. So it goes from like 93, 90, whatever, to like 80 something.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Colts on.
The Bears are now on the clock.
What? Oh, well, we're going to hear
The Saints are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
R? I would. So the Rams
Texans are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Cards aren't on either.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay, we're simming the rest
The
of the
Vikings are now on the clock.
Bengals.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Oh, yeah, they're on.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Right on time. You said Chargers are on, right? They're not. I think I asked you.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
And then Bengals are on, and that's my pick. Yeah, they will always pick back-to-back picks. Because I got the 32 pick in the first pick. I got 6 seconds.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Oh, they took Byron Jones. Yeah, the Rams did, yeah.
The
No,
Lions
those Chris
are now on the
Jones,
clock.
yeah. Is the Lions on?
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Oh, the 49ers.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Did not mean to click on it.
The Lions are now on the clock.
I don't think Lions are on either.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Start that down so you don't forget
The Rams are now on the clock.
I need my linebackers. They're on.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I have to go for not linebackers. So now I have a 90 something and then a 89. Middle linebackers and 90. For the toes. We might have to just start skipping him too if he doesn't.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
That's terrible. Chargers on. What's that fish? What the?
The Redskins are now on the clock.
That's a big giant fish.
They said it's over 100 years
The
old.
Vikings are now on the clock.
Yeah, he's on. He's in the chair.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Super. Oh, that's good.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Oh, sorry.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
That's crazy how Todd Gurley is an 86. Okay.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. I feel like the strat's going fast.
The Saints are now on the clock.
You said Saints aren't right.
The Bears are now on the
clock.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Colts are on it. Yeah.
The Jets are now on the clock.
I want someone fast though, but can't just go fast.
2 seconds, dude.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Yeah, I know that's why I didn't skip him.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
Raiders? I know.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Jeez.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.
Oh, I felt like it was taking forever.
I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
Ravens aren't, yeah, those Ravens aren't.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
76? What? Isn't that like 3 skips in a row after this, or 4 skips in a row?
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Ooh, coming on.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Jag, Eagles, Dolphins, and Bengals.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
Josh Allen. Oh, okay, we're just...
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Ooh, right on the 89.
The Jets are now on the clock.
I like how you say that every time. We have like 17 more rounds to go. You do? Who's your quarterback?
The Colts are now on the clock.
I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up.
Okay.
I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It looks like Colts too.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
Oh, yeah. Devin White.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
Nah, we should just do this 22. I don't know, I guess we could just do 10 rounds. 15 rounds. No, because it's taking forever. Even with all the people that aren't on.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Ow.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
I don't know, but that hurt. I know, I can feel it. I can feel your foot on me, and I can feel the dog's head on behind me.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Seahawks, why would you pick that? Yeah.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Oh, what? He was still available. Why wouldn't you go for him?
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Chargers are still going.
I think that's her way of clearing herself.
Behind my back.
It's dark back there.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
Were we gonna start skipping one of these guys? I don't know. Just skip Steelers.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Oh, that's good. Oh, dang. Really? I haven't got the quarterback yet. I ain't going to yet.
The Lions are now on the clock.
90 receiver and 89 receiver. Skip the line.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Now.
The Rams are now on the clock.
He is the best man. That's why I like him.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
If they don't pick a player this next time, then we're gonna start skipping the Steelers too. Yeah, trade it down so we remember. Yeah,
The Chargers are now on the clock.
See, I was gonna get another receiver, but I figured I need a tight end before I need a receiver. My O-line's gonna be crap, but that's okay.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
As long as I can win out division, I don't care. I don't even know who's in my division. I know the Skins guy is, and he says he's crap, so. It's okay with me.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
No, Redskins been picking.
The Seahawks are now
My
on the
defense
clock.
aren't going to be that good either.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
I do need another linebacker.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Robbie Anderson.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Falcons
Not either.
are now on the clock.
Was that past like 55?
Skip the Saints.
Oh.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Saints.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Alright. What are you gonna get? I got 2 linebackers and I think that's it for defense. Honestly, same. I need to go for the lineman, like D-line.
The Jets are now on the clock.
And I need to go before.
I feel like he'll still be there, that wide receiver. I just want to wait and actually go.
Well, I can't get him, so. Because I won't be picking.
There's a Cameron Hayward who's also be good at it, good too. I have 2 defense.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
I got it. I know. I got it. Skip the Chiefs.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Yeah. What's your left and right hand?
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Ooh, someone took decaf. I didn't even realize he was on the reward still. I would have took him. Shit.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Raiders are on.
The
Oh yeah, this
Dolphins
is where
are now on the
Dolphins.
clock.
It skips. The Bengals, the
The
Eagles,
Bengals are now on the clock.
Jags.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
That's good.
I remember when they always ignoring the dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Oh man, I gotta get defensive tackles.
I can cough at the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash.
The Ravens are now on the
Yeah, it'll show somebody. It'll go back to the Ravens again. Oh yeah.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
I don't know why it does that, but it does.
The Packers are now on the clock.
While they're picking, I gotta see if there's any good players left.
The Broncos
Strong
are
safeties
now
are
on the
pretty good.
clock.
On free safety. Yeah. Ooh.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
You might as well. You needed to have your pick ready anyway.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
I mean, I would have got a linebacker. I don't need another one. I mean, I do need another linebacker, but I don't need another linebacker.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Skip Jets. 6 seconds. once I get.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I didn't skip, yeah. If this Colts guy doesn't answer, we're gonna skip him too. Start skipping him.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Yeah.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock.
Like that, did your head and things?
Yeah.
The couch is not a bottomless pit, you know that. You've done it multiple times.
No, please pick something. Please pick something. Yep.
The Chargers are now on the
Ryan
clock.
Tannehill. Oh, crap.
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, it's been up pretty fast already.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Come on.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Yeah, so it's up to me again.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
It's kind of hard to go back and forth.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Yeah, he was. I know, that's why I was like, yeah, I gotta get him. I got free safety, I got strong safety, I got linebackers. Yeah. Oh, shit.
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's why I had to go to secondary. I don't have any CBs though, so. And my CBs are gonna be pretty low, so I need some secondary to cover that part up.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Somebody said that 15 seconds are way too long. Well, you should already have your pick out.
We ain't trying to take forever to do this drive.
I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on
The Browns are now on the clock.
I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head to my nails. My man tripping cause
The Titans are now on the clock.
Titans, yeah.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
So you said skip the Colts?
The Jets are now on the clock.
Oh, oops. That was not bad.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
You were good.
The Bills are now on the
You still
clock.
had seconds.
I just ran a
Okay, Betty. I love you.
Some days I just have to check
I'll try and make sure Mia doesn't wake you up again if you don't really remember.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Yep. Well, that might take care of it.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Takes care of that. All the way up to the Patriots, pretty much.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not even paying attention to who's getting drafted right now. Why is it being
The
so
Patriots are now on the clock.
Oh, I almost did the Patriots this turn.
The Broncos are now on the
I'm
clock.
so used to skipping. Oh, that would have been bad. It would have been so bad. We're going the Bills route, just load up on defense.
The Packers are now on the
Allen.
clock. The Ravens are now on the
Ravens
clock.
are skipped, right? Yeah. That's what I thought.
The Ravens are now
Oh yeah,
on the
this is
clock.
going way faster.
The Packers are now on the clock.
After Patriots skip the rest of them until.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Tony Jefferson, who the heck is that? Strong safety. I've never even heard of him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Oh, Redskins back. Okay.
The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.
Hold on. I click on the view your draft board. Can hate that.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
I don't think so.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in the brand new model.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I don't have any O-line yet. I know I got 2 defensive players and 2 offense, 2 defenses, and now I gotta get something. I think the Colts aren't even picking.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Bears aren't. Saints
The
aren't.
Saints are now on the clock.
Falcons is though.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Titans aren't.
The Browns are now on the clock.
I wonder if the Giants wants to play tonight. Oh shit.
The Texans are now on the clock.
I wonder if the Giants are even in the chat. Oh, he is.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
The
Cardinals are now on the clock.
Cardinals too? Yeah.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the
Oh,
clock.
someone took Mike McCallum. I need another
The
receiver.
Redskins are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Oh, Trip. Oh, man. All the centers are just.
The Steelers are now
going
on the
away now.
clock.
Skip skills or no?
Steelers, oh yeah, shoot better, not on.
Okay.
The Rams are now on the
AJ
clock.
Brown. Don't even know who that guy is.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? Lions. We skipping or what?
The 49ers are now on the clock.
49ers.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Sometimes I forget.
The Cowboys
oh yeah, because it's always leads up to me. Oh, you thought that was crazy.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Steelers
87
are now on the
yeah,
clock.
that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, wow, why is all these alignments still up for grabs like that? Like they're 87 and shit.
The
That's
Chargers
still gonna.
are now
That's
on
like
the
half my line right there. That's gonna. Yeah, the 88 and 87, the high overall.
The Redskins
Makes me happy.
are now on the clock.
Because I got some guard, even though I didn't barely. Oh yeah, Henry.
Are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Get a great offensive line. I'm gonna be working, man.
The Seahawks
Nobody.
are now on the clock.
No.
The Cardinals
It's gonna
are
be
now
such a
on the
low
clock.
overall quarter. It's gonna be such an old bad.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
It's gonna be so.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Yeah. Dude.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Oh, I guess it's skip the Browns too.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Thank you, guys. Okay, they want to do, well, at least one person said 1 to 15. Whoever's in the chat, who do you guys just want to do 15 too?
Got a good feeling about this.
The Saints are now on the clock.
And
The Bears are now on the clock.
Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can just do 11. Yeah.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Yeah. I'm not gonna skip you in 15 seconds.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Yeah.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Yeah. You got skipped. Free skip Falcon?
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants
12, you mean
are
11?
now on the clock.
You put 12. No, 11. He's doing the game.
The Raiders
Raiders
are now on the clock.
gone. Dolphins are gone. Oh, yeah, this is great.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Yeah, we'll go up to the Patriots here.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, and Patriots, because nobody's using Patriots. I don't think.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Never mind. I think I'm going to keep getting a line for the next two picks. I don't know if there's anybody left that's actually good. I told them that there's not going to be a limit in this one. Because it's just last two picks.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Ooh. Right tackles are gone, 79.
The Ravens
and
are
then
now on the
right
clock.
guard is gone too. That's 84 left on that. So Ravens are gone.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Yeah, because these are going to be the last ones.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
The
That's good, because I
Broncos
need
are now
one
on
of
the
those.
clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so bad. Oh yeah, Jags aren't on it. Yeah, Jags,
The Eagles
Eagles.
are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Oh shit. I guess we could just do it. Best halfbacks, Mark Ingram. Oh, I gotta get Daniel Jones. I work really good with Daniel Jones, so. Oh, the 70 overall, yeah, Giants give me, yeah. I don't think he's playing.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Yeah.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Bills are playing?
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Oh, he took John Ross.
The Jets are now on
Go
the
ahead,
clock.
Indy. I don't know. I think I'm going to grab Keanu Jones as my last pick so that nobody else grabs him. I don't think Colts are playing either.
The Bears are now on the
Bears
clock.
wasn't.
The Saints are now on the clock.
Saints weren't in it either, right? Yeah.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
I do too, but people are just like, yeah, probably getting over this. I'm kind of getting over it already.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Should we just keep going?
The Browns are now on the clock.
What is this, Browns? Who's Browns?
The Texans are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Don't you dare take my Daniel Jones, man. Oh yeah, Bucks aren't.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Chargers
Yeah, I was
are
just
now
out to
on
see
the
what you
clock.
said.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Oh, somebody did take Daniel Jones. Oh, shit. Whatever.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Oh, yeah. I took
49ers are now on the
Yeah,
clock.
somebody took Daniel Jones.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Okay, how did Josh Gordon go from all the way up to like 90 something to like now he's not even drafted, like he's like at 70 something? Like I'm so
The
confused on
Rams
that.
are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Skip the Steelers.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Dang, Mark Ingram was still a thing.
Yeah.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Ooh, Dante Freeman.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Yeah, we'll get to 30 seconds. I feel like 15 was way too
are now
short.
on the clock.
Because I felt like I was hurrying up trying to do my
are
thing.
now on the clock.
Especially when
The Buccaneers are now
I'm
on
just
the
like
clock.
sitting here on this menu part, not
The
knowing
Texans
who's actually
are
there.
now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
55 to beat. I think there's a total of 55 rounds in the draft like this. I think the Browns aren't here either. Yeah.
The Titans are now on the clock. Are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
I think the Colts too, but we'll see what happens. Give them 30 seconds, what, 15? So 45. And if they don't do it, then we're skipping them too.
Going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with it.
Yeah, I don't think he's active. If you want to put that down, make sure we hit no.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Yeah, I forgot it was your turn. I got my linebackers all 80s and 90s. 81 left linebacker, and then the rest are like 89, 90 or something like that. You got 5 seconds.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Put Vikes are done too. Vikes are done. Vikings are done. If these guys don't do it, then the Bills are done too. I'm guessing because they got 5 seconds, and I haven't seen them really pick anybody.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
I don't know.
The Giants
Panthers
are now
good.
on the clock.
And he's on a game, so put the Giants down too. Because he's in a game. He's not even drafting.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Ooh, pull it off. I think I already have a tight end.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
The young, credible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to
The Packers are now on the clock.
give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in. So you
The Ravens are now on the clock.
I ain't never faking, I'm
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their actors, now they truly focused in.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Yeah.
Best to keep it
Maybe
neutral,
not.
got my own religion.
Yeah, Patriots have been
Gotta
picking.
make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission, coming for the top.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Pull up in the top, it's missing.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
This is what the game is.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.
The Giants are now on the clock.
I be murdering any flow. I just had to
The Bills are now on the clock.
the young,
Didn't I say Bills too? Yeah.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Broncos are done now too. When you get a chance.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Bears, Saints, until
the Bears are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Yeah.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
I think the Browns too. I don't think the Browns are in here either, but you can always see. It starts us off, what, a minute? Alright, yeah.
The Texans are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
I gotta get like a right end or something.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Yeah, I still on there. I think I need CDs, right ends, left ends, and the defensive tackles. I don't have any of that shit.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Steelers are skipped.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, go kicker and punter aren't that big yet. I bet you all the kicker and punter are still there. I got a left end, I got an 81 left end.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, no, it's just right back to my draft, my pick again.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Which I'll probably just get a right end.
The Lions are now on the clock.
At least they're like 80. Shit. Yeah. He's the one that said, why aren't you, this is a
the Rams are now on
draft.
The clock.
It's not gonna take 5 minutes. He's the guy that got us to stay, pretty much. I got Lawrence Guy as my right end.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay,
I don't have a backup halfback yet either, so. Austin Eckler probably be mine, kind of, unless somebody else drafts him, but I feel like, oh shit. Rams taking like.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I went way over for him.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Skip Chargers. Yeah, I'll wait. Oh, wait.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
I'm Lions, I'm not on.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
I skipped them. Vikings are out.
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
Browns, I think, isn't here, right?
The Titans are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The
and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't care about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Left guard.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Then I say Giants were ready. Yeah. Raiders.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
It's all the way up to the
Dolphins
Patriots.
are now on the clock.
Damn it. Push the round button.
The Bengals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Too small and too
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Broncos.
The Packers are now on the clock.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I get some borders.
The Ravens are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
Oh, apparently we're skipping the Bills without actually.
The Packers are now on the clock.
The Bills are going to leave because he said, why are you skipping Manning out?
The Broncos
He doesn't even know
on
his
the
English
clock.
or something.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
We thought we didn't pick. Out.
And on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must.
Alright. Yeah.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Jags.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
I guess I'll keep skipping until the Patriots.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
Not Bills.
The Bills
I don't know if he's
are now
out.
on the clock.
He just said that to us. I'll give him the 30.
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Colts.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
The Titans are now on the clock.
Browns.
The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Oh my gosh. They got a kicker.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
Oh, they took Austin Eckler. Dang.
The Steelers
Dude
are
must
now
have been
on
hearing
the
me.
clock. The Rams are now on the clock.
I know.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Yeah, sure. That's what I want to do. I want to skip the Cowboys. Ooh, I don't know and I don't care, but I just got my whole line is in 80s. I didn't know. Yeah. Great. Especially picking late like I did for those, like defensive tackles in 80, left end and right end are both 81.
Are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's great.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Even if they're old, at least they got 1 year with me. I think CBs are next. I gotta get. Of course, 79.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock.
Steelers are good.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Chargers?
The Redskins are now on the
he just
clock.
picked.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Chargers just picked. That was weird.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, I do need another receiver though. Kind of forgot about that. And I need in the line. Yeah, I got two. I got 280, 90, 90. And then my tight end. Right now I have injuries off, so if he skips preseason or whatever, our guys aren't going to get injured.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Okay, Redskins are saying that you can skip them now.
Are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
Ooh, Marshawn Lynch? It just went? What? Bills want to at least get one more pick.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
No, I can't. Because at least let me do one more pick. You can always put the superstar thing that you're getting on Xavier Woods if you need to. Yeah, that's. You're getting 3. You get 2 X superstars and 1 X factor. That's how I'm gonna do it. Yes, you are.
The Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
All the way up to Patriots, pretty much.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
Ooh, somebody very.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
They need to do something. Vikings are coming back. Yeah, that's what they just put in the group chat. Vikings are back.
The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
I do need another defensive tackle now. I have one, which is the 80, but I need 2 of them. And I need another CV. Actually, I need 2 more CVs. 1. That's a 79.
The Broncos are now on the
which
clock.
isn't bad.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
I'll give you guys 30 seconds. If you guys don't pick by then, I'm advancing it.
The Jaguars are now on the
Jags,
clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
I know.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Oh, Clay Matthews is still on board. But he's gone down. He's gone down overall. After losing, I think, is he still on there? It's pretty great to see the Rams not make playoffs.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Hold on, we'll give him to 30 seconds. Because I don't know if he's still cooking. Oh, he's gonna say something. Okay, Pats are done. Patriots are done. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either.
Chiefs are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
I don't think I have.
People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my Rosby lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like
Oh yeah, I think somebody did. Because the top throwback is an 81. Because it wasn't that one.
The Colts are now on the clock.
On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm
The Bears are now on the clock.
I know, and then you turn around and skip the Titans and Browns.
The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock.
Shit.
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Trey Flowers. Oh, dude, he got 77.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, we gotta skip it. Yep.
The Chargers
there was
are now on the clock.
81 I was just talking about.
The Steelers are now on the
clock.
clock.
What? Why is he so low? Holy crap.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Yeah. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the Lions are now on the clock.
Yeah, that was sad. I don't even.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Huh, that's cool. Oh, I just picked up this.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Age 24, 78 overall. Yeah. CB. He might be one of those guys that I put my start on. I don't know yet.
On the clock.
I know one of them has to be one of CB's.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The
No,
Redskins
Vikings just came.
are now on the
yeah,
clock.
Vikings just came back.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
And then Cardinals, Bucks, and then Browns, Titans. I feel like it's like every other team and the other two teams. What?
The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Oh.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Patriots are back.
The Browns are now on the clock.
Yeah, they gotta make up their minds. She's gonna confuse the hell out of me, and that's why I keep skipping
the
people.
Titans are now on the clock.
He goes, matter of fact, I'm back for a couple games, couple
The
rounds.
Saints are now on the clock.
I mean, a couple minutes to go. Bears,
The Bears are now on the clock.
Chiefs, no, they're always good. Here, there.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Yeah, what
The
round
Jets
are we going
are
to?
now on the clock.
Watch, I'm gonna just... It just tells you once you click on it. Hurry up, you got 20 seconds, dude.
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock.
All the way up to Patriots
The
again.
Bengals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Wouldn't that have been crazy though?
The Patriots
It
are
would
now
have
on
been
the
the
clock.
it would have been the Packers. We would have been stemmed up to.
The
Who was it?
Broncos are now on the clock. The
Oh,
Packers are now on the clock.
yeah, I forgot I gotta get another receiver. I guess
The
I don't care if they're in the
Ravens are now on the
70s.
clock.
As long as they got
The
speed,
Ravens
that's all
are
that
now
matters
on
to
the
me.
clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
We're gonna go to 22.
The Broncos are now on the
Don't
clock.
skip Chargers.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
I don't know, I kind of pushed the draft board thing.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.
Panthers.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one foot is set.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Footsteps coming 'cause we
Good
coming
pick.
for the check.
The Colts are now on the clock.
Skip Colts, right? Yeah.
The Bears are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The
Waiting for you to say
Redskins are now
Chargers.
on the clock.
An 80 left end just went.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
I know.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the
Noah
clock.
Font. He just got a Titan. Maybe that's his backup. I hope that's his backup. Dude, I got terrible right ends.
The Lions are now
Right
on the
tackles.
clock.
Yeah. Yeah. They're down to like 76
The
and
49ers
stuff now.
are now on the clock. The 49ers
They're pretty
are now
bad.
on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on
Me
the clock.
too. I don't want a 30-year-old. I don't want a 30-year-old. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
The Rams
29-year-old.
are now on the clock.
29-year-old.
The Steelers are now
Such a
on the
big
clock.
difference. Exactly. For back-to-back 30-year-old.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
Wait, did your Fuller just went? Or did you already get the Fuller? Yeah.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Receiver. Yeah.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Okay, I just saw another Fuller
Cardinals are
that
now
just
on the
popped up.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
That's what I thought, and I was like, wait, what the
The
fuck? Why did I just
Texans
see
are
another
now on
Fuller?
the clock.
God damn. Oh
The
yeah, I forgot I had
Browns are
to
now
get a
on the clock.
receiver.
The Titans are now on the clock.
I need a center and a receiver, I
The
think.
Saints are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
You'll just have to draft a
The Chiefs are now on
draft
the
a
clock.
one.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm gonna
The
do.
Panthers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Oh yeah, same.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Just in case Trubisky
The
gets hurt.
Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
Yeah.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
McCoy's gone.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Me too.
The
Scares the
Jaguars
shit out
are
of me
now
every
on
time
the
he holds
clock.
the ball. He's gonna fumble the fuck
Eagles
out
are
of the
now
ball.
on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Nick Foles, damn. Must be 60s overall now at the
Bills
quarterback
are now on the
position.
clock.
Oh, shit. The Bills picked
The
somebody before I
Jets
could
are
even
now on the
bench.
clock.
I don't even have two running backs, I got one. Oh yeah, this is gonna get harder for me because I gotta pick rather another receiver or a right guard or a center or a CB. All those three positions. I got 24 seconds lead.
The Colts are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock.
Where's it? Vikings and Redskins.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Shit, we gotta make rules before we actually start this
The
shit.
Steelers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The
Yeah, you can
Cowboys
just take the
are now
picture
on the
and
clock.
send it to him. Send the trap. Alright. Oh shit. Who's Anthony Miller? What's his speed? Oh, it doesn't even show up. Must not be that fast. God,
The Lions are now on the clock.
He's 24.
The 49ers are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock.
Just automatically skip the clicks.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Yeah,
The Steelers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
I'm okay with the days as long as you can get me fixed.
The Redskins are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock.
Ever seen through the Browns, right? Browns, Titans,
The Titans
Falcons.
are now on the
No,
clock.
not Titans, Falcons.
The Falcons are now on the
Fuck that
clock.
up.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock.
Colts.
The Jets are now on the
Up
clock.
now. Oh yeah, you faced the Bills the first week. Ooh. That should be some good shit. You should stream that. You know how to stream? You want to figure out how?
The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
So you know the share button?
The Giants are now on the clock.
You push it, and there says, it says broadcast game or something.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
You can make
Jaguars
one.
Are now on
not
the
hard.
clock.
You're not paying for anything. YouTube, yeah. No, it's not money. You just make an account. You watch YouTube, right?
The Broncos.
Do you have an account for that? You're just watching it?
The Packers are now on the clock.
That's what I do.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
That's good. Jeez, Rams are already trying to hit me up with the X Factor and everything. And the SS. Yeah, he says Marshall, Lattimore, Mad X, Max, Crosby, and RG3 for an X Factor. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Is this other guy still on our chat? We still have 3 people on the party.
I think so. I think the guy didn't leave. Yeah, he's still in here.
Okay.
Supreme King guy.
I don't know either. If he wants to tell me what he wants for his X Factors, he can.
If you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In that result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Hey, Marge Simpson called. She wants her hair back. Hey, did you buy that hair at Katy Perry garage sale?
Superstars.
I have no idea yet. I haven't looked online. I'm trying to get everybody else's crap again. I forgot I got Bobby Wagner. Oh, shit. Yeah. 98. That's my best player. Let's see. My linebackers are Jason Pierre-Paul. He's an 81. Bobby Wagner. He's a 29-year-old and he's a 98. And then Demarius Davis. He's a 30-year-old and he's an 89. Yeah, it's basically 78 speed, 87 speed, 86 speed. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, I'm putting one of my superstars on Taylor Lactus. He's a defensive tackle. I think I'm going to do the same thing, put on the receiver. Put one of my superstars on receiver, which is like the key guy. He's only 22 years old and he's 73 overall. Shouldn't take much to get him up there. I was thinking about putting an X Factor on AJ Green, but he already has a superstar. I think I'm going to do it in Mitchell Trubisky. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So those are my three. Shit, wrong button. I'm just gonna advance to the regular season. They can hit me up. you have your X Factor now, like that. How dumb are you? Russell Wilson has an X Factor. Yeah, no. The guy goes X Factor on Russell Wilson. What? What do you mean? He does have one.
Yeah. Oh, I got freight train.
Wait, what? Oh man, this dude's dumb. Then he goes, Superstar on Myles Garrett and Von Miller. Dude, I think they have X Factors, don't they? Or at least they have close to it. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you don't change stats or any of that. Got a lot of 70s and 60s overall that are leveling up. I had 181 that leveled up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know if you were saying you were gonna take them away or not. What? Why would I take your X Factors away? What kind of dumb person? Aw, man. Why does Giants have a Christian McCaffrey? And that's the first team I gotta play. Yeah, it sucks bad. Who? Oh. Shit. My simming training crap isn't working. That's weird. Yeah. Yeah, that's my I'm gonna have to quit and go back into it.